stream would be using no other champion other than Ghost. I use other champions. Alright, alright. Let's get this craziness underway. Bum, bum, bum. Well, hello, Mr. RMT, Mr. Man Falcon, Monsieur Lawrence. How goes it? How goes it? Man Falcon, well, thanks for coming on by and saying hi. Mr. RMT, yeah, man, I figured you're leaving some positive comments, and I see you had a post on the forums trying to gather some support for your channel that you got on the go. Mr. Lawrence, well, you know, I don't know. DJ, how goes it? I'm doing alright. I'm going to just basically sit back. I might have to adjust the camera so you don't just see the top of my head, but I'm just going to basically sit back and knock out some arenas. That is what I'm going to do. Yes, yes it is. Well, that's what I'm going to plan to do. So what are you guys up to? What is a shakalaka? Had any nice cuddles lately? Calling me a teddy bear? You could ask your mom. Oh wait, 6 stars. I need to pay attention. Wow. Yeah. Don't want to lose the 6 stars. I should be safe. I don't think Lakers would be here. He's at work, so doesn't need to be a concern. So I got started. Actually, it's weird, man. Like, probably up to a month ago, 3 weeks ago, I was getting the 6 stars started like right when the arena started and whatnot. The last little while, I've been like, haven't even gotten into the game for the days that the arena's reset. Haven't even been getting into the game until about 2 hours? No, probably even later than that, 3 hours? Basically, yeah, for the last little while, I haven't been even getting into the game until streaming. This is the first time in a while where I did anything in the game prior to streaming. So that plat pool arena looks interesting. I think I should have actually done the T4B arena last night. Just be one less thing to do now. But I think what I'm going to do is get the 6 stars done on cooldown, get the T4B out of the way, and then get the streaks going for the 4-star featured and the plat pool arena. The plat pool one though, I don't really, I'm gonna do it, but I don't really, because the only thing you're getting from it are the plat pool crystals, right? Like, you're not getting any milestone stuff, so like as far as that goes, it's kind of a time waste. Well, a time waste, and also you're using your 5 stars in there where you could be using them in other areas, right? Oh, I gotta remember. Damn it. I don't know why. Oh, no. Not gonna happen. It's just too early. For some reason, and Thing is the only one that this happens to me with, but for some reason, whenever I'm using the 6 star, it doesn't register me that he's asleep, and so I'm thinking like I can tank things, whereas I can't, right? So, but no other champion that I have as a 6 and a 5 star do I make that mistake with. I don't know why, him in particular. Alright, let me get this one down, then take a look at what all you hooligans are writing. Wow, this isn't looking too promising, is it? Wow. Walked right into that. right into his fist. Okay, so come on, man. Not this time. You know what? I should have used Invisible Woman for this fight. Of the team I have, she would do the most damage. And, yeah. Let's get one more L1 off and then use our L3. Wow, this is almost like a real fight. Holy shit. What's for lunch? Lawrence lunch is soup, potato, and leek crusted bread. Crusted bread, huh? There we go. DJ, how you been? Also better on the bread. So big boy, hello chat. Gonna be back in 20 minutes, taking a shower. Okay. Aiden, how goes it? You can get up to 1.2k units from those crystals, 800 units if you have less luck. Not bad. I just popping in quickly. Wow, study chem. Boy, you in chemistry. Well, with all this chemistry, you need to meet a young lady. Have chemistry with her. Yeah, I'm old. I got lame jokes. What can I say? Sue me. My lawyer will call your lawyer. How's that? My people will talk to your people. Alright, I think I can sit back and go back and take it easy. I should probably put my glasses on, then I don't look like I'm crazy when I'm trying to figure out what people are saying in chat. We have to do all of the grade 12 in 5 weeks. I'm in physical pain. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd be in physical and mental pain just having to think about doing all that. Nonsense. Nonsense. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot to add something. Oh, mental. Once we get there, we'll get there. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Once we get there, we'll get there. But yeah, man. So today's Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of arena to be done. So normally after the stream, after the morning stream, the early stream, whatever the hell this is, I usually just do whatever else for a while, like probably go a couple hours without being in the game. But today, one of two things. Either I'm going to be streaming a long time with Arena. Long time for me is like 3 hours. Or, what is this not? Okay, she's fine. Oh, son of a... Get off me, fool! No, I'm not gonna go have dinner. Yeah, so either streaming for like 3 hours, or when I'm done, I'm gonna be doing some other arenas off stream. As the arenas are calling. And it's a good call out for the amount of units from those arenas, Lawrence. So yeah, so I guess in a sense, that's the milestones right there, right? What the? 'Cause I mean, if you're able to get that amount of units, and I mean from normal arena milestones, you're getting the units in the battle chips, which, yeah, so if you're looking at 800 to 1200 from 5 million points, you're definitely not getting that many units from running the actual arena, so good to consider. Very good indeed. this is going to be really annoying because if I have my glasses on, I'm going to be able to see the screen, but whenever I'm looking at my phone, it's going to be like unneeded. So it's going to be, I don't like using them with the headphones. Yeah, no, I'll just keep looking like an idiot and squint. I don't care for the thing. It's a solid upgrade. Wish arenas always gave. Yeah. Yeah, we do. I'm sure Kabam doesn't like that idea. Whoever probably suggested it now or implemented it got fired. What? You're giving them more units? Get out of here. Get out of here. That's interesting. I thought she was blocking. I just went to hit her for the hell of it. And actually, you know what? I think I've got 20 million for the 5K 5-star shards. That's probably going to be... I'll still go to 20, but I think maybe a little less will be sufficient, actually. Considering for this featured one. Actually, you know what? It might... Yeah. I'm just thinking people are probably going to try to... like, unless they're specifically going for the feature, they're really not going to try to do more than they need to. Trying not to surpass the 5K 5-star shards. Although people, I mean, it still won't go very high, but people might go for Punisher 2099 if they don't have him, just thinking, you know, okay, well, let's see how he is with the update to him. Or if people have him already, wanting to dupe because of the update. But outside of that, yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything significant. And what do I have? I have him at 32. Yeah, that's way too much. But then again, I mean, I'm gonna put the prediction higher than need be. I don't think I'm gonna be off as much as I was for the first round of Ghost Rider. I think I was off by 26 million for that. Holy. Hurry. You know what's interesting? So some of these champions that go invisible or phase, they can't parry. But then others can, like Ghost, even when she, although I guess with her, as soon as you make contact, the phase ends. So that makes sense. Invisible Woman, I think it's the same thing, where she's problematic for parry, but like Hood, while he's invisible, he can't parry. You can parry him, but he's not as likely to parry you. Wait. So if you're playing Hood, the likelihood of you getting a parry off on them is less. Mr. Ace Fusion, how goes it? Wondering about it with Blackpool Arena and the bunch as well. RMT, yo, you started off. As well too, yeah. Really, I've never had issues with parrying unless they miss a lot. So that's probably what it is then. So they're coming in for the they're coming in to hit, and they're missing, and that's why I'm not parrying. Okay, that would make sense. Yeah. Hey! Aren't you supposed to be studying on your chemistry? I mean, concentrating on your chemistry? Studying on. So, I'm missing one of my front teeth. It's been for about a year, and I could have. So, okay. Aiden, are you a hockey fan? I'll give the whole story. But first, you have to know if you're a fan of hockey, because then it would be relevant. Well, not relevant, but then you'll know who I'm talking about. Okay, but I mean, like, are you familiar, like, a fan of the NHL? multitasking, right? So multitasking, would that be like doing camera and bio at the same time? Yeah, not as much lately, because the sends suck. Okay, so you know who Jordan Tutu is, right? Okay, so he and I grew up together, and I would have been 10 or 11. He would have been 7, I think. And we were on the playground, and there were slides and swings and stuff like that. And I was sitting down to go down the slide, and he was behind me. And he hit my head, and my head hit the railing of the slide, and it knocked out. You can see there where it's missing. It knocked out my front tooth. And so anyway, so after that, like I'm crying because it hurt and stuff like that. I go home, whatever. Anyway, so a couple days later, go to the dentist. And we have a fake tooth put in. And so that was like 10, 11, and that was there until I think it was replaced once when I was like in my mid-20s or so. Anyway, so last year, you know, like it wasn't an implant. It was like a cap is what they call it, I guess. Anyway, so last year the cap started to get loose, and to me it just felt like it was just gonna fall out on its own. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, either whatever. Anyway, so I go to the dentist, and basically they suggest getting an implant, like where it's like a fake one and it's like screwed in there, right? And so to do that, they first have to take out the cap that was there. They have to put in like a fake bone to allow the muscle and whatnot around it to grow and to strengthen, to be able to support like the screw that's going to end up going in there. So normally, I guess when they do that, they'll put back in a cap or something, you know, so that you don't have the you don't look like a moron with a tooth missing at the front of your mouth, right? I'm okay with looking like a moron. So that was fine for me. So anyway, so I didn't want the cap. I was like, no, I'll just, you know, go as is. Now the thing is, at the time, I wasn't, like, this is before all the nonsense that's going on now, but at the time, I didn't really go out much. I wasn't talking to people, so I didn't care, right? Like, I'm not going to be interacting with people, so I didn't care. The only people I would see is my roommate and my brother's family, so whatever. So I'm like, nah, you know, it's okay. I don't need the cap. I'll just have the gap in my teeth, so fine. I never considered, and it's funny, they never even said anything, but because, and I would have never thought it. But anyways, so because of the tooth missing, it impacted my speech. Because so like when you go to say certain words, right, like just the way the airflow, and so with the tooth there, it prevented certain airflow, right? But now without the tooth, and I don't know why, but the first word, I came home and I stubbed my foot, and I went to say, fuck, right? And it came out weird, like it just didn't sound right. And then I realized, oh shit, I can't speak properly. Now I think so it's been about a year, so I think I've learned to compensate, right? But I've noticed every now and then on YouTube, so, this is another thing. So with the speech thing, obviously being on YouTube, I'm talking all the time, right? And I'm like, well, shit. The timing couldn't have been worse. I mean, yes, it wasn't right away. I started doing the YouTube like 6 months after the fact. But I just think it's kind of funny how that worked out, right? Like, if I had known that there would have been an impact on my speech, at the time it would have been fine, because like I said, I wasn't talking to people, blah, blah. If I had any inkling that I would have been doing the YouTube stuff, I would have had them put in the temporary tooth. Because, yeah, man, there are so many times when I'm talking on here, and I'm struggling to say words, and it's like, no, I'm not an idiot. I can't speak properly. Anyways. I have no idea why that all came about now. There was a reason. I'm sure there was. Let me see. Oh, I think I went to say hood or something, and something came out wrong. Wait, what part of it? Being injured by... But you know what's crazy? So I got injured by a hockey player before he played hockey. I think it would have been better to if it had happened like on the ice, right? Like if I played. Well, we did actually play together. Although he would have been in a division under mine because of the age difference. Yeah. But me and his brother were in the same league. Although the three of us did play on a team together for a tournament. Actually, I have a picture of us because his brother Terrence and I were best friends. So he would be over like every couple of weeks sleeping over. And I think Jordan came a couple times, but usually it was just Terrence. But yeah. Oh, I think this all came about because I was thinking about next week. So next week I'm supposed to go to the dentist for them to check and see how the muscle and the bone is bonded and blah blah blah. And then in the middle of the month they put in the implant. So yeah, so that's what I was thinking of. That's why the whole story came about. Yeah. Well, it wasn't a fight though, right? Like I was sitting down. Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be worse. Well, yeah. So I mean, like they took measurements and all that kind of stuff. Well, and that's what the thing next week is for, to make sure that like everything is good to go. And you know what? To be 100% honest, outside of the speech, I'd be fine just leaving it as is. Like it hasn't impacted on my eating or anything else. When you tangent so hard, you forget what started. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even as though there was any topic to spur that. It was just me thinking, because I'm only going to stream 2 days next week, and one of the days, like, so it's going to be on Thursday. So the days that's why this all came about. Because I just remembered I was supposed to type this in chat. Okay, that's why. So I was remembering that I needed to pin about the crystal opening, and so when I was thinking about Sunday, I was also thinking that I'm only streaming 2 days next week. It was going to be Tuesday and Thursday, but I think it's going to be Tuesday and Friday because Thursday is the shiny new champs. Oh, you mean for next week? Yeah, but anyways, because Thursday is the checkup for the dental thing. But on Sunday and Monday, I won't be here Monday. That's true. So on Sunday, I'll probably just put in chat the pin that it's only going to be the Tuesday and Friday stream. Is this the team I normally run? Yeah. That makes 5 crystals, 5 dupes. That reminds me, I opened another 5-star feature. Brought my Darkhawk to Sig 160. At least he auto-locks more often. Makes 5 crystals, 5 dupes. I think there's a recording of, I don't know what it was I was open. Oh, I think it was the Act 6 Exploration. And I opened 3 6-star crystals. All I wanted, I didn't care how bad they were. I just wanted new champions. But all 3 were dupes. And I was like, are you kidding me? What is this nonsense? Hey, just came by to tell I placed 2645 on Aegon somehow. What was the score you got? And thanks for letting me know. I think I asked you to let me know what you got. You were trying to get Aegon though, right? 600k. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, right. Oh, wait. But you were at 500,000 and you were planning to go more, right? So most likely, yeah, so most likely if you had reached, oh yeah, so yeah, if you had gotten the 1.5 million, you would have probably gotten them, but I don't get enough points, yeah. Yeah, that's shitty. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. I think it was you, but there might have been one other person yesterday who was talking about that they were wanting to get the Aegon. Spidey, how goes it? How is your day coming along? Who are you voting for, Spidey? Ooh, I suppose we can have a discussion about that, eh? Well, yeah, if we're going to discuss it, let's just make sure that we're all on the same page. I say that, but I also mean it literally. I was prepared for this. I know nobody brought it up. I brought it up, but I just wanted to show how prepared I am. I'm probably going to go either Okoye, or Hercules. Okay. So anyone who's not aware, this is what I'm referring to. So, let's bring this down a little bit just so we can see the... Hey, what? What? How come? That's messed up. Okay, anyways. The Summoner's Choice Champion vote. Starting on November 9th, Summoners will receive an in-game message asking them to cast a vote for who they would like to appear in the contest in 2021. So we're going to be able to vote for Okoye, Hercules, Morbius, Dazzler, Blue Marvel, Omega Sentinel, Ironheart, or Morgan Le Fay. And I guess whoever gets the most votes at some point in 2021, that champion is going to be in the game. So yeah, who do you think you guys are going to vote for? Aiden, Okoye, Hercules, yeah. Actually, maybe Morbius could be cool. So I think Morbius is going to win. I don't know who I'm going to vote for, but once I saw that list, I just figured it's going to be Morbius. Not so tough though. I think we want all of those. Yeah, and I think eventually they probably all will be, because I don't think, like, they're not going to suggest a champion to vote on that they have no intention of ever adding, right? I think they're all champions that they intend to add to the game at some point. I wanted Sandman, but the thing is too, like, there could be champions that are to come that aren't on that list, right? Like, let's just say maybe Sandman's through December. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's possible, right? And that's why he wouldn't be on that list, or somebody like that. He's experiment that goes wrong. I want a different champ from that list. Okay, so you mean you want a champion who's not on that list? That's fine. Yeah, I mean, whatever they put out like that, there's absolutely going to be people who are like, oh, I'm not interested in any of those, but I'd like this one or that one, right? But those are the ones that we have to select. Yeah, I have no idea who I'd vote for. I think it's going to be Morbius, who's going to end up being the one with the most votes. Mr. Pa, how goes it? So yeah, I think it's going to be Morbius. Just looking at those pictures, I have no idea about any of those champions. Omega Sentinel looks interesting. I don't think it's an Omega Sentinel as in a cross between Omega Red and a Sentinel. I think that's just the title of the character. Do you want me to post the URL? Or I guess it seems like most of you guys are already aware of that anyway, so you probably have that. But I think from the Twitter post, it's interesting too, because I looked and I didn't see anything on the forums in regards to this, whether it be under news and announcements or just like there's people talking about it, but I didn't see any posts from Kabam. But on the Twitter post, there's a link to the forums for more information. I mean, maybe I just wasn't looking in the right place, which is quite possible. But yeah, so I don't know anything about any of those champions. So just quickly looking at the picture, the Omega Sentinel one looks the coolest to me. And Ironheart, either that's Shure, or that's somebody involved, like Piper or something like that. Yeah, so see, I don't think it is a cross between Omega Red and Sentinel. Let me see. Oh, that's odd. I thought that there was... Oh, okay, because that's the Trucos one. But there is a Marvel champ. If I could spell right, it would probably help. Are you... Ah, there we go. No. Is that... Nope. Ironheart is Riri Williams? Oh, okay. Why? Oh. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So, Omega Sentinel, Nano Robot Enhanced and Weaponized Superhuman. Yeah, so it's not a cross between, it's, oh, I see what you mean by a cross. Okay, like as in the technology behind it. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, I thought you meant a cross as in like there was some kind of like Unstoppable Colossus, right? Like, because that's a cross between Colossus and Juggernaut. Well, they're an X-Men. Who's an X-Men? Omega Sentinel? Are they actually a member of the X-Men or like the X-Men universe? Kind of like how Silver Samurai is in the X-Men universe. He's not an X-Men. Is it an actual X-Men? Part of the team? Okay. Oh, this is good. Almost done 6 stars. They showed it with the X-Men. Okay, so they're not like somebody living in the X-Mansion then. I'll have to get this one done quick. But yeah, so just looking at the picture, I currently think I would vote Omega Sentinel. Other than that, I don't think, to me, none of them are that appealing. Hercules seems boring. Morgan Le Fay. Nah. Blue Marvel. I don't think I've ever heard of that character. Although, to be honest, when I was into comic books, I did do the X-Men a fair bit, but outside of the X titles, like X-Force, X-Factor, Excalibur, blah, 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 I didn't do much Marvel. It was mainly Image Comics, actually, for the most part. My favorite Image, well, comic in general, ended up being Spawn or probably The Pit. I actually liked The Pit quite a bit. But I don't think it didn't have a very long run, I don't think. Like, it might have gone... Well, maybe that's unfair. I didn't end up getting... Because I got into it kind of at the end of my interest in comics. So I think I only ended up with 25 issues of The Pit. Whereas Spawn, I think I had the first 75, and then it kind of became sporadic. And then, so like from 1 to 75 was straight. And then I think I had like 78 and 94 and 103, like kind of like that. So I'm gonna have to sit up if I want to read. Mystique and others. I was stunned they weren't on the poll. Well, the Mystique thing, I think they've said previously that they don't really know how to implement her. Kind of like they don't know how to do the help all button, so we don't want Mystique. Back, buddy. So how's your day going? My day's going alright. How's your day going, Drac? Seems like a cross between Havoc, Sunspot, and Cat Marvel. Basic energy absorption, projection, also fight, super strength, durability, etc. Omega Sentinel is another type of Sentinel. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like Nimrod then. Yeah, but I would think that if anything, Omega Sentinel is something developed by like Shogun or... Oh, you know what? Actually, Omega Sentinel, that kind of makes sense because that could be... what's her name? Deathstroke? Deathstroke? I think her name's Deathstroke. Lady Deathstroke. Or Lady Deathstrike? Whatever it is. So it could be something along those lines. Are Image Comics still around? I think Spawn is still going. When Angela first came out in this game, right away I was like, oh, that seems like a character from Spawn, and I was like, that couldn't be, but actually it is. I'd say she's more related to Prime Sentinel. Free from work for 1 week as 3 days are going to be cancelled. Shifts so great. Just grinding to arena, trying to finish as fast. Most of them, not much. Okay, I'm pretty sure she's... Who's full robot, Spidey? Hype that Morbius has a chance to be added. Well, Morbius was going to be added regardless because of the movie, right? Which is actually interesting now saying that, because initially I was thinking that Morbius was going to... Yeah, that's who's going to be voted. But the thing is, why vote for a character that we know is going to be in the game, regardless of this, right? Prime Sentinels are an advanced type of Sentinel which exists in Marvel Comics. They are human-machine hybrid that uses nanotechnology from the days of future past, ultimate future, so kind of like Nimrod. Well, but Nimrod, yeah, Nimrod is from the future timeline, or a future timeline. And I think he's more of a... Because doesn't Nimrod like basically surpass his programming, in a sense? Whereas the Sentinels are there to carry out their objectives that were programmed in them by Trask. But Nimrod, well, I mean, it's far in the future, but Nimrod kind of goes beyond that, right? Yeah. I think the last thing in particular that I read for X-Men was either the Phalanx, what was it called, the Phalanx Agenda, or that storyline, or Onslaught. I think the Phalanx thing came out first, and then the stuff with Onslaught was after that. So that was around the time when I stopped. Probably comics in general, but definitely X-Men comics. And I don't think, in the Marvel Universe, I don't think there was anything other than X-Men. I didn't really care for Spider-Man. I had some Wolverine, but I mean, he's X-Men related. Onslaught would be sick. Yeah, it would be. And with Professor X, it makes sense that we would get Onslaught. Son Goku, how goes it? I want Fat Sentinel, not the skinny ones. Hey, Goku-san, are you from the Alliance that I'm in? I'm assuming you are, because there's somebody in there named, well, Goku-san. Okay. So is that I'm guessing that the name's obviously from Dragon Ball Z. So is that a relatively popular name then? Because until I was in that alliance and then seeing you on the stream, I'd never seen the name. So that's why I was thinking you were one and the same. You know what's kind of funny and maybe a little bit sad? I think, at least in the MCOC community, which makes sense, this voting on the champion is going to be talked about more than the voting that's going to happen next Tuesday. That being said, well, actually no. To be fair, this voting of the champion, I don't really care. I am interested in the Cyber Weekend deals though. But how goes it, Mr. Putrid? Dragon Ball Z is old now. Dragon Ball Super is where... Oh, so there's another Dragon Ball series. Okay. Didn't even know that. I used to watch a little bit of Dragon Ball Z when I was in university. And when I was in university, one of the jobs I had for a while was teaching. I was teaching grade 4, 5, and 6. And so I would teach in the morning, go to school for the afternoon, and then late afternoon, early evening was my school was done and whatever. But I'd come home, I'd lay on my couch for a while, and for the most part, like when I was home, I didn't have cable. Like I only had like 1 or 2 channels. So when I came home, usually the only thing that was on was Dragon Ball Z, so I'd watch it. But then the next day, for when I was teaching, I would start asking the kids about the Dragon Ball Z episode, and they'd be like, "What? You watched that?" Writing ring, that has been a roller coaster of pain for the past 20 hours. Ooh, that sucks. Well, then you shouldn't be on your computer. Dragon Ball Heroes isn't canon. Can't manage getting rid of it. Yeah. You wear glasses, right? Maybe your prescription needs to be changed. Have to for work? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I mean, touch wood. I don't think I've ever, like, I've definitely had headaches. But no, there was one time, I guess it would have been a migraine, but there was one time where I had a headache and I was sensitive to light. Like I had to be in my room with the lights off. I couldn't even open like the shades or anything. And that lasted for probably half a day. Ooh, very good. Do they do 3 BGs of war or 2? Did you find that on the forums? 2 BGs for war. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think I prefer map 6. Well, it depends. I prefer map 6 if they're competitive with it. Like if they're trying for at least top 150 and able to achieve top 150. I mean, the rewards at the other brackets are good too, but I think for me, just because I'm used to the 150. But outside of that, yeah, I'm good where I am. Because I think Goku-san might be a spy, so I can't say anything more. Oh my lord, just pick a champion, damn it. Okay. Dragon Ball Heroes is just a show to promote some Nintendo Switch game. Oh, okay. I need to change alliance as well soon, probably next month. Search something for AQ. Told you I'm not proficient with the forums. So how did you find the alliance then? So, but saying you're not proficient with the forums is like saying that you're not proficient with Google, like the search engine. Wait, are you not proficient with Google? Why do you want to change alliances, Drac? Actually, no, that's not a fair comparison because Google is much more intuitive and organized than the forums. The forums are actually really bad. Really bad is in the way they're managed, but I mean the use of them via Recruiter Online. Oh, okay. Oh, really? You're not proficient with Google? Okay then. Like online is in the Line app or like Reddit or. Yeah, there used to be a few Line bots for recruitment. I don't know if those still are active. Yeah, Line app. Okay. Got bored of asking for non-stop to join and move. I'm here for the past 1 year, just super casual, but I'm starting to feel the need of better AQ. Yeah. At least I want to try. Not going to work. Oh, well, no loss. Yeah. What map were you running, Drac? You know, something I really don't get. So when I was an officer, for the two alliances that I was an officer in, I never asked people to join AQ or war, like to whether it be to place defense or make moves in AQ or whatever. The first alliance, I just kicked people when they didn't place defenders for war. Yeah, I never. Now other no. So to be fair, people were requested to place defenders, right? Not by me, but by others. So they in a sense had a warning. But I was just like, that's something I'm just not going to be running after people for. If you can't do at least that, and I'm not talking about the very first time. If it happened once, absolutely. I've been late placing defenders. I've never missed. I have been late. But no, if it's something that happens once, yeah, shit happens. But when it's the same person over and over, yeah, I just kick them. I don't see why you're going to continually run after the same person for the same issue. Like, it just doesn't make sense. 4 or 5, I never tried higher. Don't have. Even 5, not that much. It's just a few are able to smash it. Yeah. So if you want to get serious about AQ, I would suggest looking for at least a map 5. So not 4 and 5, but just map 5. And then, yeah. So just map 5, not even 5 and 6 or 4 and 5, just map 5. Do that for a while, get a good feel for not necessarily the mechanics of map 5, because it will differ in map 6 or so on and so forth, but more so like of tagging. I mean, maybe you've already been doing that, but like tagging, you know, okay, you're free or blah, blah. And then if you want more of a challenge, then look for map 6. Map 6 really isn't that much more of a challenge than map 5. The only significant difference is for map 6 in the 3rd section, you have to have 10 people. Outside of that, it's not really different. You bring somebody that can handle a specific lane, whether it be bleed, poison, power gain, whatever. You bring somebody, well, depending on the alliance, because some have specific people who handle minis and bosses. Otherwise, you bring somebody specifically for the mini or boss. And then outside of that, you bring one extra champion, either as a synergy champion or as a backup if one of the other ones you fail. I will never want an alliance that will want or try to force me to upgrade specific champs, as I'm going to play, upgrade whatever I want, not what they. Yeah. If you end up in an alliance, well, it's only really high end alliances that are going to do that. Like, to me, they're the only ones that are justified in that. And even so, if that ever became the case, well, I wouldn't just leave. I would just say, you know, no, I'm going to make my own decisions. If that's a problem, then you can replace me. No, I'm not putrid. But so where I think it would be appropriate for the Alliance to not to dictate who you rank, but to suggest or give you advice or ask you to, is for defense. And it could work one of two ways. It could be like, hey, you've got this champion, could you rank them to whatever for defense? Or you say, hey, I've got these champions, I'm thinking of ranking any of them. Are any of them going to be good on defense? But to tell you who to, because to be honest, like telling you to rank Namor over Omega or vice versa, right? So let's say, for example, that they're like, oh, well, we want you to take Biohazard. I don't even know if there's a Biohazard node in War. But let's just say they want you to take Biohazard. Okay, well, Omega's going to be good for it, right? Well, no. What happens there is that they then need to assign somebody who has Omega ready to go, not to tell you to rank somebody for that node. So they're really trying to unit drain prior to... Yeah, it's the same thing that happens every year. The thing with that offer, though, it's 6,000 units, right? 6,000 units for one Nexus and some gold. The gold, whatever. So, July 4th, we got that Nexus. So, 6,000 units is $200. So, July 4th, we got that Nexus for $100. But we didn't buy the Nexus, right? We spent $100 for 3,000 units, and the Nexus was thrown in. So, when you look at that... that's terrible. Not terrible of them to do it, terrible for anyone to take them up on it. It's just being a milking company. Nothing changed from last year. It's too expensive anyway for what it might be a Loki trade. Yeah. But, yeah, no. I don't think... Oh, this is difficult. They're all... I can't bleed any of them. Dang it. Okay. So I think that we're going to see Nexus crystals available in the Cavalier deals. I think they're going to be class-based Nexus, like where you pick your class, and then get options from within that class. And then again, it's going to be you pay $100, you're going to get 3,000 units, and you're going to get that Nexus. And then I think for the Thronebreaker ones, it's going to be above that. So, yeah. Yeah, we should be seeing all kinds of, not necessarily good value deals, but we should be seeing all kinds of deals for November. We should be seeing the 6-star Vision offer. We should probably see a couple selector kind of deals. But yeah, it's all to take the units away from you. Well, not to take, I mean, you're getting something in return, but to get you to use your units so that come Cyber Weekend, you have no units, which then means you have to buy the Odins to take advantage of the unit deals. It's smart on their part, but I think, for the most part, I think, well, one, the community realizes this is what's happening, and like for the Nexus currently, I can't see the regular average player going for that. Because think about it, $200 for a Nexus that can give you any champion, right? And in a month's time, the same thing, where I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to, at the very least, pick your class. So, I'll be right back.
Creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And I have returned. You may rejoice. Oh, why did I do this? Damn it, I just realized I'm using my higher end champions to get the streak started. I should be using my lower champions. Damn it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same, all the same. But, I just like the system I've got going. Save the 200. That's why I never ended up being a top lines. Even now, for example, I'm super picky with my choice of ranking up. Not even 1 million rating and all. Most of the content is done. I don't think I have 23 star R4 or 5. Hey, Putrid, if you're still there, so initially I was thinking, well, anyone else can offer their advice too, or what they think. So I was thinking like a headphone set with a built-in mic that it's a good mic. I'm thinking though, for the most part, the microphone, the only consideration for me really for that is simply this, what I'm doing right now. Like outside of this, I mean, if I'm in the kitchen doing whatever, it might be nice to be able to still talk like on Discord or something. It's not a necessity. So now I'm starting to wonder if I should just go for an actual microphone and not worry about the mic attached to the headphones. The only thing, so the main reason for the microphone is simply the background noise, like what you guys would hear now. I think the music might drown it out a little bit, but if I turn the music off, you're going to hear like all kinds of background sound, right? And so it's mainly to resolve that. The only thing that I don't like about that idea is that in order to do that well, I would need to have the mic pretty close to my face, which I don't really want. That being said, then the headphone mic would be better, like a better idea. So yeah, as in your shoes, I go for a cheaper gaming mic. Yeah, but the one I have now is kind of a cheaper gaming mic, and I don't like it when I use it, right? Headset. Yeah, so if I do that, if I go for like a gaming headset with like a physical mic that's not built in, then I'll return the one I have currently. If I go for If I go for an actual microphone, then I'll keep the headset I have currently. So the wireless ones are never going to be the same, like a Logitech. Honestly, how much are you going to walk with the headphones on the head, buddy? There are headphones with really, really good mics. Yeah, I mean, it definitely hasn't happened on stream, and it's going to be irrelevant if I'm recording a video, which I apparently never do. But yeah, like if I'm away from the computer, and mainly in Discord, if I was chatting in Discord, like for the most part, I just mute myself and go do what I have to do. I can still hear the people talking, saying bad things about me in Discord and make me want to find and break kneecaps. So that's okay. I mean, that might be anger issues. Yeah, no, I mean, like for 2-3 minutes or whatever it is I'm in the kitchen, then it's fine not to be talking, right? So that's kind of why I'm thinking of just going for an actual microphone. I'll throw you some suggestions later. The loudest ones. Check Razer, Zeus, Logitech for headphones, superior quality. The Razer ones have good microphones. Same goes for Logitech. Yeah. I think it's just that's what it's gonna come down to, is going with well-known brand names. So there was one video I was looking at last night, and it's a lady who was reviewing not necessarily headphone mics, but just microphones in general. And there's a couple of them. There's one I thought was kind of neat. So the microphone you position wherever, and as long as the sound is coming, as long as the sound is the microphone is receiving the sound from the front of it, it's good and clear. Any sound in the back of the microphone, it kind of cancels out, which in my case wouldn't really matter just because of the positioning. Although what I could do, because I mean for the most part it's the sound, like if I have the windows open, so what I could do is position the mic like, you can't really see it, but on my desk where the back of the mic is facing the window, so that it would still get the sound from me and cancel the sound from outside. But yeah, I mean, it's just something I need to spend a bit of time on looking up. And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I always end up doing these kind of things late at night. Not during the day when, it makes sense and I'm not tired, but I end up doing them late at night. Bluetooth gaming headsets can be good, even cheaper ones. The reason I have an expensive one isn't for the mic. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the case for most people, right? But like I said, in my case, it's the mic I'm more concerned about, which is why I'm considering going with the, just an actual microphone. So the hesitation about it previously and why I ended up with these is because I didn't know how long, so for me, for the most part, I usually get interested in something. I do it for a couple weeks to a couple months, and then I just lose interest, right? So I was kind of thinking maybe, it could be the same thing for the YouTube, or at least this part of the YouTube, like the streaming, making videos and stuff, right? But the streaming I think I'm going to be doing for a while. And this came about because 2 days ago, I was just trying out some stuff, and I was doing a stream, but only I could view it, and I had the audio where I could hear myself, like basically what you guys are hearing, and I'm like, oh hell no, because I could hear all the background sound and stuff like that, right? So I had no idea that that's what you guys would be hearing. Anyway, so I don't want that. So that's why the thing with the mic now. The Yeti. I didn't even consider him being metal. Damn it. Yeah, that was stupid. I can just get the Yeti. There's a reason why everyone is using it. Really good quality, and the price is not that high. You'll have it for future days. Yeah, so whatever mic I get, I need to find, I don't know if it's a hardware or software based, but the noise canceling. Yeah, I just need to spend an hour or two and read up on some things and figure out what's going to do what I want for the most part. Although, you know what? And I don't know why this is actually, now that I think about it. So in the videos that I've recorded with the same microphone I'm using currently, there's no real background noise that I can pick up. So I don't know why on YouTube it's bad, but in videos it's non-existent. You know what? I should have thought this through. I should have done this with 4 stars. Because I have 3 arenas. Yeah, it's too late now. I blame Putrid. The Yeti microphone, eh? Okay. Well, I will need to keep that in mind. yeah, so I want to actually order something sooner rather than later, just so that I get it sooner. But I want to actually concentrate on when I'm looking into it, so while I'm trying to do Arena, I won't be. Ooh. Yeah, I really need to concentrate on Arena, don't I? Damn! Or not.
Just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
Holy crap! That dude did not want to go away. Jeez. He was holding on to dear life. Are you thinking about the Nexus Putrid? So I think something like that. If not, I mean, you will still get your hands on a really good mic to smash gameplay with the buddies. Everyone has different ways to do it. Some prefer like this or some headphones. Yeah. I guess, buddy, just check with. Got time, Blue Yeti. Check reviews and overall settings. Design quality, hype around it is something that is worth it. Trying to keep doing this, yeah. Yeah, so for the most part, like the headphones, I don't use... Oh, actually, to be honest, these ones I do sometimes use just to listen to music. Not often, but usually, like if I want sound from the computer, I just have the speakers, which are sufficient. So yeah, it's all about... Yeah, I think that's how I need to break it down, right? Because the only... reason for it is the streaming or videos, and then what is best for that? What's the best way to do sound for that? And I mean, all of this. Let me just see something. So yeah, like Lord Shadow's using an actual microphone. Ilac is using headphones, but I think the headphones are just for his sound. I think he did an actual microphone. Yeah, he's using an actual microphone to talk into. Yeah. I think Legacy uses... Yeah. Who do I want to go with? Yeah. It's funny though, because anytime I'd ever thought of this kind of stuff previously, like headphones, or headphones with a microphone, any of that, it was always for the sound output, right? And now it's with the main thought is the sound input. So. Oh, hey, that's a really long gap from the first time it crashed to now. Oh, the other thing with a microphone is just then it's another thing plugged into the computer, which is fine. I mean, I have the two phones plugged in currently, a hard drive, and the keyboard. So I do have one extra port, so that's fine. I could use that. Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm just thinking? I could borrow my nephew's microphone for like a couple streams, use that and see how it sounds, and then from that make a decision. That might be something to consider. Well, it's funny how things work, eh? Like 4 months ago, I was absolutely fine with the headphones I had that were falling apart. The cushion and all that was like all like gone pretty much, but it worked, right? Like I had good sound output. They weren't necessarily that comfortable. I didn't wear them that often. I only wore them when I was playing StarCraft, so fine. I knew at some point I was going to need something new. But now it's like, oh, what do I want? Do I want this? Do I want that? That is last of your worries, mate. USB sliding? Yeah. Thinking about using a day of PTO tomorrow? PTO, personal time off? Well, wouldn't that just be sick leave? Or sick time? Or maybe you don't get sick time. You know, that's kind of interesting, eh? With people working from home, how that kind of stuff works, right? Because the employer could be like, well, you know, you're not around other people, so the need to be away from people is not there, right? For calling in sick. But yeah, if you're just debilitated to the point where you can't function, then the thing becomes, well, I guess it depends how often somebody does that, right? Like if it's somebody who once in 5 years, well, okay. But if it's somebody who, you know, every 2 months, well. But then, I mean, that's just to the employer to decide. But I think if you're like if it's continuing to no sick time or vacation, just PTO where I work. Okay. If it's something that's consistent or continual, you should get it checked out, right? Because if it's happening all the time, there's something wrong, right? Like if it's just a 1 or 2 day thing, okay, that happens. But if it's consistent, there's something that's causing it, whether it be physical or chemical or whatever. There's something that's causing it, and you should try to find out what it is. I mean, I know there are people who just get headaches often, and it's just the way it is, right? But if it's something that isn't common, or you don't have a long history of, and it's just started up, you should probably address it. Don't have a primary care doctor right now. Working on getting one. That's a network with my insurance. Well, I mean, I don't know what your options are. But like I said, regardless if you have somebody that you're assigned to or that you normally go to, if you've got like any kind of medical thing that is consistent, like if you could say, okay, I know this is what's causing it and whatever, then fine. But if you don't know, like, okay, I think I told you about the thing with my wrist a while ago, right? So I kind of the same thing, all right? I went through a couple days of pain, and then the third day I'm like, yeah, you know what? If I wake up and it's like this again, I'm going to the doctor. And for whatever reason, the next day I woke up and I was absolutely fine. But yeah, I would have gone to, it didn't matter who, I would have gone and just said, you know, I don't know if there's a bone broken or what the issue is. But like it's swollen to twice the size of the other wrist and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, like if this is the first time or something, then, you know, I'd say sleep it off, whatever, right? But you'd said about migraines and like happening often recently. So that's why I would say well, hey, I mean, if the only other option is to go to the emergency, although no, because I don't know. If it's something like that, I don't know if they'd actually do any testing. Because the emergency is basically getting a triage, right? Like this is causing you harm currently. Resolve it, not to investigate, so. Yeah. So I remember a while ago, I think it was like they had done a survey of all these millionaires in the US, and they asked them what their most concerning life issue was, right? Like whether, you know, there was a fire or a flood in their home or whatever it was, like that would bring about financial ruin. And I think it was like 70% or 80, like it was a high number, said basically getting ill, and they feared that getting ill would drain them of their wealth. And I'm like, it's fine. That's what their concern is. That I don't. Maybe it's a possibility. So I've never been really ill, so it's never been something on my mind. But I don't think, for the most part, that's a concern in Canada, right? Like, I think people, you know, okay, yeah, I could get diabetes, I could get cancer, whatever it is. But I don't think that the concern then becomes, am I going to be able to afford the healthcare, right? I think that the concern is the health. But I think in places where you don't have a healthcare system, then yeah, it is about, can I afford to treat the illness, right? Although I've heard people complain about the healthcare system in Canada as well. And it is something I should probably start taking into consideration, considering the older I get, the more prone I'm going to be to illnesses. But to this point, that has not been a concern. Because yeah, only twice have I been ill, and only this is what I get for not concentrating. Damn it! And only once was I like hospitalized. The other time was like a day and a half of just feeling like absolute shit. And the one, I don't know why, but I think it was food poisoning. But that one time, the one thing that stood out was that the top of my feet were sore, and I don't know why that stands out. Like my whole body ached, but for whatever reason, it was just the top of my feet ached as well, and that I thought was weird. The migraine pain was absolutely unbearable. Pain, ER visit could be an option. Super painful, and I should get it checked out, but worth trying to get scheduled visit first. You drink coffee. There was something that happened, and it was the weirdest thing. I'd never had something like it happen before. I haven't had it since. But I had like it was like an air bubble in my eye, and I could feel it when I was blinking. And initially it was just kind of an irritant, but I didn't get it, like, so initially I thought, okay, you know, this will go away. I blinked, I rubbed my eye, okay, it's still there. I'll give it a day, sleep on it, whatever. And I let it go for about 3 days, and then by the end of the second day, I was like, no, this is actually, like, I can feel it all the time, and it didn't hurt, but it was, like, not right. Anyway, so then the fourth day, I went to the doctor, and Yeah, she just gave me some kind of antibiotics, took them, woke up the next day, it was completely gone. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? What the hell? Because my dad has had issues with, oh crap, I can't remember, they're called something specific, but they're basically calcium deposits. They build up, like in your, he gets them in the mouth, but they become very hard, and yeah, like you can't, depending on where it is, they can be quite painful. So he gets them in the mouth. Some people get them like in their armpits or whatever, and I think for that, I think it's kind of the same thing. They just give you a pill, and then whatever the pill instigates some kind of dissolving of whatever that buildup is. It's funny though, when you're younger, you never think about these kind of things. And then as you get older and shit starts happening, you're just like, uh-oh. I think for me though, which this being said, oh, look, why am I not paying attention? With this being said, kind of contradicts what I was saying about the, like leaving the eye thing for so long. When something's impacting my eyes, I take notice and I take that more serious than anything else. I just would, I don't know, yeah, I don't know how I would cope with not being able to see. You son of a century. Of course. Right when I... Oh, wait. There might be potential. No. Damn it. Oh, wow. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, because I was pairing Namor with these two, so then I get other high rank champs. She's gonna one-shot me, isn't she? She's gonna hold on to that. What is this? Okay. I guarantee you she was thinking about it. She was thinking of holding on to all that L3 and then just popping you on the nose and being like, you're done for. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. It's a T4B, it's just the beginning of the streak, but still it would annoy me. So, I'm thinking I may have to switch over to, well, we'll see how the next couple, no, the next couple should be okay. Yeah, so it's probably just that one. He's gone to get coffee. That's why he's not answering, Jack. So I used to drink pop or soda quite a bit, mainly Coca-Cola. And then I went quite a while where I didn't. And then I think I was at a restaurant and I had one. And for a while after, I just felt not well. And so I didn't think anything of it, whatever. Then, whenever, like a week later or the next time I was out at a restaurant, I had a Coke again. And same thing. And it took me a couple times to realize that's what was making me feel bad. It was because I had been so unused to having it. So all of a sudden introducing it back to my system just was not going well. And so yeah, basically I've come to the realization, I don't know if it's just because I don't have it often enough or whatever, but I've just come to the realization I can't drink Coca-Cola. It just makes me feel ill. That being said, eggnog is the same, but it's a different feeling of, it's something I can deal with the eggnog. And I do make an exception every year around Christmas time for eggnog. I know what the consequences are going to be. I accept it, and I drink my eggnog and smile. It may also be related to blood pressure. Rest as much as possible. Get fresh air. Help a lot. Try not to stress till the doctor gets a look. Yeah. Yeah. Like I know I have high blood pressure. One, because I just do, and then like black people in general. Actually, it's interesting. Black people in North America are prone to high blood pressure. So, yeah. So I know I'm done for as far as that. I don't think. Then again, I'm not very active, so maybe I don't notice it. But I don't think like I have or show signs of like physical manifestation of high blood pressure. Like I don't get headaches. I don't get tired. I'm always tired, but not because of that. I'm tired because I'm not physically active. So yeah. Aaron, what's going on? What's happening? I am just talking a bunch of nonsense and trying to get somewhere in this craziness that is the arena. What are you up to? What are you up to? Yeah, so I think as far as oh yeah, so if I do get a microphone, that will be the first thing purchased due to YouTubing. So I could say the same thing about the headphones, but it was something that was going to happen anyway, so I don't attribute that to YouTubing. The microphone would be, because I definitely would not be getting a microphone if not for the YouTubing. And yeah. But, I mean, it's like any other hobby, right? So if you get an interest, you like doing something to keep you interested, learn, blah, blah, spend some money on it. Trying to look for something to watch while I do some... are you going to watch TV? Or are you looking for something online? On YouTube? There's a few people streaming. There's me, Ilac, Lord Shadow. I think they've been going for a while. I don't know how long they're going for. I've probably got another half hour to an hour. You know what I've been watching? I don't know why. Well, I do kind of know why. Well, there's two reasons. One is just I'm in amazement because I really can't wrap my head around it. And two is because it's, well, I guess maybe like everybody else watching. But girls on Twitch streaming. I can't get my head around why people would be... So, okay, if they're doing a game, I can get, right? Because you're watching the game, you're looking at the girl. I get that. But there's like a just chatting section, right? Where they just sit there and talk. I mean, I guess it could be... you know, you could have a conversation with somebody, right? But it's like thousands of people in their chat. Like, there's no way you're actually getting to interact. So if it's like 100 or 50 people, I could see it, right? Because you could actually probably get a discussion going between you and the streamer and probably some of the other people in chat, right? But when you're looking at hundreds of people, it's not going to happen. So yeah, I just can't wrap my head around that. That being said, obviously I'm doing it myself because how else would I be able to talk about it? But for the most part, in my case, I'm just going from one to the other and just in amazement, right? Whereas I think there's other people that will just sit there on one and talk or watch or whatever. And I mean, obviously this is not something new. It's just new to me. And I mean, I'd heard of Twitch and, you know, like I know hardcore gamers, that's where they do their stuff. I just never checked it out. Oh, and also, I've been watching it kind of because of World of Warcraft. Although, whenever I'm watching it, it just makes me want to start playing that again. But I think that would be bad. I spend enough time sitting on my ass doing nothing playing this And at least with this, I can get up, lay on my bed, go to the couch, go on the bus or the train, whatever, right? Whereas with World of Warcraft, I'm tied to my computer, and that would not be good. Nah, bro. Simps looking for a girl to fantasize a relationship with, and these girls taking advantage of it, which I don't blame. Maybe it's that so there was something else not too long ago that I didn't. So I was on a bunch of Discord servers, right? So when I set up my Discord server, I wanted to get ideas of how people have set it up and things for me to do myself, right? So I joined a bunch of Discord servers. Then I wasn't active in any of them. I wasn't chatting or participating in anything. So about a week ago, I started leaving some of them. And one of them, the person who had the server, they reached out, they're like, oh, so I see you left the server. I'm like, yeah, I was on a bunch, whatever. And they're like, oh, okay. Then they had joined my Discord server. So then they up and left my Discord server. I'm like, okay, fine. And like they weren't active on mine or whatever. I mean, mine is pretty boring, so okay. But then I went to send them another message before I realized they left mine. I was just gonna say, yeah, man, I'm thinking of leaving my own Discord server because I don't even do anything on there. And then I realized that they had blocked me. So I think what it is that they took it as a personal insult that I left their Discord server. And I'm like, you know what? I think. So at first I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's stupid. And then I was like, you know what? I think it's actually a generational thing. So I'm in my 40s. So stuff like that and the thing with the twitching or the Twitch and watching people or whatever, it's never been, like I didn't grow up with it. So like as a kid, it would have been somebody, I don't want to be your friend, right? Kind of thing. And I think that's how the unfollowing of somebody on social media is seen, which is fair enough, right? Like I said, that's not something that I grew up with, but I could absolutely see somebody that has grown up with social media, that's how they take it. So fair enough. And then I don't know now, so for the last year, I could actually understand the staring at people on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, right? Because just the way things are. But in general, yeah, I just I was gonna say I would go out like to a bar and stare at girls, but that sounds even worse. But no, if I wanted to interact with somebody, a girl or just people, I would go out. And okay, so fine. I'd say to somebody, hey, how's your night? Whatever, right? And they might not find me attractive or want to interact. Good. I'd try it with somebody else, and then maybe a conversation would start up. I don't think I would sit at home. Like I said, the last year I get it. But I don't think I would sit at home and try to have a conversation or... I don't know. I mean, I say that, but prior to me streaming, I was on people's YouTube streams, although, and again, saying that could actually be the case for the people on the Twitch. I was usually doing that just to have sound in the background while doing something else, right? Which could absolutely be what people on Twitch are doing. Which is fair because, like, what's the guy's name? Swifty, I think, is one of the YouTube, he's a guy, Twitch streamers who does World of Warcraft. And like he has a ton of people in his thing as well, right? So it's not necessarily just people staring at the girls. So I mean, yeah, so it could be the interacting thing or whatever. But yeah, I just sometimes like whatever it is, I just think it's like like ASMR. When I came across that, I was amazed at that. Same thing with flat earthers. I spent like 2 days watching nothing but flat earther YouTube videos. Because previously I'd always thought it was a joke. And then I don't know what I came across, but somebody was talking about it and they were very serious and very adamant about their point of view, that the world is flat. So then I started watching videos and I was like, holy smoke, this is a real thing. So... Not everyone will take a step outside. Seems dangerous. Home is safe. Yeah. Now, if you're talking about the last year, absolutely. Like I've said, I get that. But I'm talking because this has not come about just in the last year, right? But yeah, no, you're right. Like there are people that leaving their home is a daunting prospect. But then, even so, and maybe sometimes too, it's better to have the fantasy than the reality. Whereas if they're on the other side of the screen, you know, you might like to think that there's a possibility, but you do know that's impossible for anything to come of it. And so maybe that's part of the appeal too. But, yeah. What does simp mean? I hear the term a fair bit, but I don't know what it means. I assume that it means like simpleton, but I'm not sure. There's actually a lot of terms recently that I've realized. I think I'm just out of touch with reality, maybe. And maybe I'm just living in the past too much. Like I've said to somebody before, the meaning, like the actual literal, okay, the literal definition of the word literally has changed. So literally used to mean, or it means, like the actual act of doing whatever it is, right? Like if you say, he literally threw the cat across the room, right? So people would say that as in like he pushed the cat off the couch, right? But to say literally threw the cat across the room means that he picked up the cat and threw it across the room. However, the actual definition of literal has changed to mean hyperbole, to mean over-exaggeration. Antonio! How goes it, Antonio? I'm just here talking a bunch of nonsense. But it's okay, because it's making the arena go faster. Yeah, so because of the misuse of the phrase or of the word so often, the definition has changed. And initially I was talking to my niece and nephew about this, and I'm like, this is nonsense, this doesn't make any sense, and blah, blah. But then, you know what, I was kind of, because like for them, they've grown up with this kind of thing, right? But then I was realizing, but that is language in general, right? Like language is made up. We attach meaning to certain words and so on and so forth, and I think, yeah, over time the language has to adjust to what the reality is. And in the case of literal or literally, that is what's happened. It still annoys me when people use the word as a hyperbole. And then the other thing is, when people put the word literally in front of every word, like they'll be like, oh, he literally went to the store. Well, yes, because he did go to the store, so he literally... Oh, dear. Needs a guy that does anything for a girl for any bit of attention. Okay, so it would be kind of like a simpleton then. Okay. No, because a simpleton would mean kind of somebody not intelligent. Okay, okay. So then maybe that's kind of like what I'm saying about the literally thing, right? Like it's a phrase or a word that has been used in a certain way where its initial, like, because simp I would have thought would have been short for simpleton, but where the meaning has changed because of the way it's been used. I got my wife to play MCOC, and now she gets really hyped about her 5-star crystals. Also, I enjoy how disappointed she gets when she doesn't get a decent champion. Well, she's into the game. Good for her. When I used to play World of Warcraft hardcore, in the guild that I was in, I don't think there were any couples, but I would always hear about guilds where there were couples and how things would go so wrong. And I know people who've met their significant other online and stuff, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, so that's something else that's changed or yeah, I think that's changed. It's now the way it is, right? Like people meeting their significant other in video games or online dating apps and stuff. Whereas at one point for me, that was like weird, right? Like who does that? Now I think we're getting to the point like who meets somebody in a bar? It's like the look and her mood changes, and you can feel the fear if you say that she got a bad check. Is she good at the game? If she's around, I'll wait for you to answer. And just so you know, if she's better than you, that's actually a good thing because it means that you're a really good teacher. So it's okay. Holy crap, we're almost at 2 hours. Wow. All the fun and excitement. So yeah, I think I'm going to finish the T4B before I get into... Ooh, no, I probably won't be able to finish the T4B. We'll see. We'll see. Not sure we're going to have enough 5 stars to get all the way through. But I'll definitely be able to start the 4-star featured and the plat pool. I'll be able to get those streaks going. Oh, either today or tomorrow I have another video that I need to upload. It won't be a long one. It's just a quick crystal one. It's a couple openings I did a while ago. And I recorded it. I never uploaded it. So I was thinking to just make it a part of the opening on Sunday, but yeah, I think I'll keep them separate. She's cab level 60, pretty damn good roster. 5-star max goes. Their IW, Sunspot, and Warlock all duped max R5. So you didn't answer my question. Okay, right. She's watching. It's not safe. How long have you been playing, Antonio? And she's been playing. Did you say? No. So how long have you been playing, and how long has she been playing? Hey, but you know what? That's a good thing. That she took interest in something that you like, as opposed to. Now, I'm assuming that has an interest in video games to begin with, but as opposed to oh, you know, stop spending so much time on the game or blah blah blah, right? So, because I think that like something like that could go either way. Yeah, it could be a giving me attention or what are you doing? I've been playing for a little over a year, and she probably just made. Oh, okay. So you've been playing roughly the same amount of time. Okay. So are you in the same alliance together? Holy crap, 7. Oh, okay, because that's all that mail too, right? Right. ISO selector bundles. Hmm. One selector for 10. Are you kidding me? Limit of 15. Oh, well, hold me back. Unfortunately, you're doing 3-4 rounds of arena, and I'm still waiting in the first because Android. Dude, I'm not gonna buy them, but I need to look at what these selectors are. Like, oh my lord, I'm guessing it's. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, well, that's the max amount of gold you can have. Whatever the hell that number is. That's over a billion, isn't it? So that's 700,000, 254, 199 billion. Oh, 907 trillion is how much. No, is that trillion? Yeah, that is trillion, right? So that's thousands, that's millions, that's billions. 907 trillion gold is the maximum amount of gold. Okay, good to know. I won't be getting there. They're the 16k ones with the right class 26k. 9 quadrillion. Is it quadrillion? Whatever it is, it's too much. That was it for Lion's Quest, right? This was the last day. And I think, did we get the arena stuff in? Why? Just why? Okay, so for 200 to level Gambit, okay. Okay, so it looks like I got the 5,000 5-star shards. Oh, wait, no. That's not the champion. Okay. Ah, right. It's the top 800 that get the champion. Alright, cool. So we got the 5,000 5-star shards again. So that's been pretty consistent. Alright. 11 to 25. Oh, okay. So, who was it that was talking about the 4-star Aegon? Goku, was that you? I think so. But, oh no, it wasn't Goku. But yeah, so whoever was talking about the 4-star Aegon, I think it was still around 1.6. A little bit over 1.6. And I think I had 2 million, so yeah, I was overshooting, but I think 1.6 would have done. Low, if you put 20 or 25 million more points, you could have had a 5-star. Yeah, I you think he went for 40? I don't think he went that. I don't think he went that much lower. So I did 22, so at 25 that's 47. Yeah, I don't know. No, stop it. No. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, Prop Hop got 32 million, place 386. Really? Wow. Okay. So the only thing I can see, I could be wrong. The only thing I can see, so that 32 million I've got for Punisher 2099, that's way off. It's more like 26, 28 then. But so I'm thinking though that that's because of the problems. I don't really think that people grinded that little. I mean, I guess the other argument would be, it's the top 300, not the top 150. So there's a little leeway there. But honestly, I think it's because of the problems the game has been having. It's the two going together. So if I could have done 47 or 50, let's just say 50, just to think. If I could have done 50 and still gotten all of the other arenas done, I would have. I don't think I'd be able to get to 50 with having time for all of the other arenas though. So, yeah, I get it. It's Cosmic Ghost Rider is supposed to be great, but I'm not gonna do anything excessive for a 5-star. If I had like 3 or 4 or 5 stars, then yeah, because then I think that would be a bigger significance, right? Because he's Incinerate and Bleed immune. He's tons of damage, so on and so forth. Are they really going to wait a week to give out season? No. Oh no, that was not a real post. People have received their season rewards. Some are later than others, which is a bit odd, because if you're in the same alliance, let me actually see. If you're in the same alliance, you should really be getting them all at the same time. But let me just check. I'll get yeah. So I've got 700,000 to go for this. So I'll get back to this in a second. But I know somebody in my alliance was lacking them, where I got them, and I think other people in the alliance did as well. So the 5-star CGR is better than R3 Corvus and any Cosmic Champ. A 3-star does. You think so? Let me just see where. So I'll check back on that in a couple minutes. 3-star does the damage of an R3 Corvus. Of an R3 5-star Corvus? Well, I guess, yeah, because in Corvus's case, he doesn't really bring anything else to the table but damage, right? Well, no, the way he works with suicides is good too. Nah. About the damage, I would take over everyone in the game. Yeah, but what else does Corvus? I mean, Corvus works well with suicides, and he's got the great damage. No, there's no way that a 3-star is out damaging a rank 3 6-star. And if it's the case, then it's specific conditions. Like, you're not going to throw that into any fight and find that. No, I think a lot of people would say they would take Corvus over most other champions, though. Because he has great damage. He works well with suicides, which anybody who's doing a lot of arena, they're going to be running suicides. His synergies aren't necessarily a big selling point, but I'm just thinking of his synergy partners. None of them are really go-to. Yeah, but don't forget what we saw Guardian do as a 3-star when he came out initially too, right? And I mean, I think he's still a good champion, but I don't think that was the selling point. Like, there was a lot of hype over what he was doing to Winter Soldier as a 3-star, but I don't think we're seeing that. I don't know. It's not just about the okay. 3-star. My 5-star CG then. One HP. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that, Drac. But I mean, eventually there will be champions to replace whoever, and I mean, yeah, maybe it's possible that Cosmic Ghost Rider is that champion currently. I just don't think. And yes, you can definitely find videos of somebody doing something crazy, but I just don't think that one video or one interaction of something like that is justification to say that 3-star is better than. No, well, okay, so here's the thing. Take them both into, let's say, 10 encounters, right? And if that 3-star outshines that R3 6-star in all 10, then okay, we could then say the 3-star is better than the 6-star. But outside of something like that, no. Because that's what happened with Longshot. People were taking him in against the Act 4 Venom and basically suggesting that, you know, he was going to be the greatest and blah blah. In that circumstance, yes, but everywhere else, not so much. He's still good, but in that controlled environment, he outshines most others. But that's not the case for every aspect. So. Same goes for everyone. I didn't say he's not a really powerful champ. I mean, look at Magneto. Yeah. Nah, I mean, damage-wise, he won't last long. A 3-star cause health pool, yeah. But how enjoyable is the play style? Parry heavy, don't you feel repetitive? You're talking about Magneto? So I used Magneto for either my first or second go through of Cosmic Ghost Rider. And I think that was the second time I played Magneto, and outside of Arena, and I think I could do that. Like in general, I don't know. Like so, Quake. I'm no good with Quake, so that's why I wouldn't use her. I've never spent the time to learn to play her properly. I don't know if I could play her, if I would actually like to. Maybe. Because watching it is very different than actually playing it, right? Because I think, yeah, playing it, yeah. So maybe you'd find her fun playing her. But then again, with Magneto, I mean, that's kind of similar to Hyperion, right? Because you want to parry heavy, build up your Furies L3, right? Obviously, you can play Hyperion differently, and depending on the circumstance, but for the most part, that's what you're going to do with Hyperion. So, which would be similar to Magneto. Used as well as R3 just for CG. Yeah. Yeah, I tried him as a 4-star against Cosmic Ghost Rider as well. I think if not for suicides, I think it would have been fine. But because of suicides, I was ticking down and then any block damage, blah blah. And the L3, the L3 with the 4-star, I think he was at 95, and it took him to like 35 or 40. So another L3, or probably even an L2, would have finished it. All right, Iron, have a good one. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. But I kind of wonder though, right? If Cosmic Ghost Rider is out, well, not if, he's out. If has this damage potential, the only places that you would really be able to utilize it, no, he would actually be different. Because you can ramp him up in one fight, right? So actually, in a sense, then he would be the opposite of Aegon. So Cosmic Ghost Rider would be better for the shorter fight, the shorter fights where they have a, like, okay. So he would be somebody you would want to be considering for Act 6, Act 7, for the most part. Not so much a consideration for Abyss or LOL, because of the damage caps. I think if they do a third round, well, I don't think they will, but if they had done a third round for Cosmic Ghost Rider, I probably would have gone for him. I was thinking that might be a possibility. Yeah, I should refill on ice, actually. I was thinking that was going to be a possibility if, although the thing is, it's been playable, it just hasn't been playable reliably. But the game has been playable when we've been having the crashing and the issues with Arena. So I was kind of thinking that maybe because of like how the Sasquatch went, where it wasn't playable, and they reran it, that we could have seen something like that with Aegon. But I think because it's been playable, that's not going to happen. Let's see. So I'm probably gonna go for about another 25 minutes. And that will be it for me for today. I'm gonna get something to eat. I don't know what I'm gonna eat though. But I'm looking forward to eating. Oh, let me check back on the whether or not the guy got the arena or the season rewards. No, we didn't respond yet. Yeah, he hasn't responded yet, so I'm not sure whether or not he ended up getting his season rewards. I mean, late season rewards are annoying, like I get that for sure, but I find it odd that people in the same alliance would be getting them at different times. But I think the current issue with the delay in receiving them, I think it's probably because of the whole banning that was going on. So. Yeah. Alright. Nice cable. I guess I'm about to find out, aren't I? Oof. Oh, he's metal. I guess that makes sense, eh? It's like he put his hand up. No, you ain't coming here. Doing it and doing. Let's see what we have. Oof. Oh my. Fuzzy wuzzy. Fuzzy wuzzy. So him. usually use. Is it? Yeah, poison, bleed, and oh crap! It was Ultron. I left Ultron out in the dark this time. Poor guy. Poor guy. Okay. Hi guys. Ooh, 4%. Wowee. Oh. Oh. Boy. Hooah. Okay. So I really become fuzzy when there's gameplay, eh? Interesting. Fuzzy wuzzy. I'm putting the hater anymore. Alright. That's interesting. See some here. So it looks like I'm fuzzy mainly only when there's the gameplay happening. Oh dear. Okay. Back at it for 170,000. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. I must say though, this has gone pretty quick. Although this has been one of the first times in a while where I'm pretty much just concentrating on the arenas. So that's like I'm not stopping to go do AQ or war or event quest or looking something up or whatever. So yeah, okay. Karuli, oh.
I can see you by the fire. Listen, listen, there's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. You know I made it look like it'd be alright. I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight.
Okay.
Be a killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light, and it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer.
Well, goddamn. Oh, who'd you pull? 12 units from the flat. Ooh, nice. Oh, 1,700 units. Not bad at all. Not. Oh, okay. So you just finished off that the Blackpool Arena. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Not a bad haul at all. Congratulations. Hey, you could almost buy that Nexus, that 6-star Nexus. Oh, I just realized I need to check up on the level up event to see see if there's also a class advancement to go along with it. I only got 600 from it, dang. Yeah. Did either of you get any parts? 2x500. I don't hoard crystals that much, especially. Yeah. Well, and there's nothing to coincide with the level up, so I guess I'll be leveling someone up on their own. Just another headpiece. Yeah, I think I'm missing 2 pieces, so we'll see if that affords me another. Okay. Okay, so I will be able to run some 5 stars through the plat pool. Alright, so that's 3 crashes. I really have him awaken. I was really lucky with the parts. Now I have 2 left arms, not that I need them anymore. What? Okay. So that really works out well for you then, eh? For the arena, with the units, because that would have really, that's the only benefit for you. So that's good. That's a really good outcome. This little one is crying. All right, I will be done shortly, so no need to worry too much about coming back. They'll come back to the end screen. Ooh, I am interested to see. Well, then I guess, yeah, he went for 40. I was way off on my predictions for round 2 as well. Huh. Well, once we see the results, I'll have up on screen later what the difference was between what it went for and what I was guessing. Really want to get top 300 for the Punisher? Really? Oh, for the plat pool arena, so I can get the last part I need to get him. But we'll see. Kind of unpredictable how much he'll go for. Well, I don't think. Could be wrong. I don't think it would be more than Cosmic Ghost Rider. So you take that into consideration, what Cosmic Ghost Rider went for. Yeah. Dude, that would be really interesting to see. Huh. Yeah, that would be really interesting to see if he goes more than Cosmic Ghost Rider. Alright, we're done with that. Now, let's get these 4 stars on the go. So, I'm going to start the 5-star, the 4-star feature. I'm going to start that with 4 stars. Yeah, I'm going to start this with 4 stars. No, because I would normally use 5 stars in there. So we'll start this with the 4 stars, yeah. I'm more interested, like, I mean, I'm not going to go for, like, the top 300 or whatever. But, like, so this one, Cosmic Ghost Rider, I'm actually more interested to see what the results are than to get anything for myself. Just going to put as many points as I can and see how it gets me anyway. Off to a good start, just past 6. Wow, that is pretty good. Holy smokes. Okay, so that's the only arena you've been running so far then. You know what? That's actually going to be interesting then, because you can use your 6 stars in there. Now, people probably aren't going to go for Punisher, but I think they're going to go for the 5,000 5-star shards. So, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. The 5,000 5-star shards, that's 20-ish million, which is actually running that 5 times, running your at least like for me. So I've got 58 6 stars. So that's running those 5 times, gets me 20 million. You're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to make a choice between going for the 5,000 5-star shards or going for the plat pool piece. This is really getting interesting, actually. It's not as straightforward as it used to be, like for the arena scores. There's a lot more factors playing into it now. Huh. I might adjust my predictions, actually. I'm thinking now 26 to 28 for Punisher. Probably 3, if even that, for the 4-star. And probably... yeah, I think I'm going to adjust them for the next stream. Oh, should have held on to that for a second. It's terrible. Ho-ho! Got her. Got her down. I was getting close. Oof. Well, there we go. That's run around of all my 5 and 6 stars done. 6.2. So, so you'll be able to get in 5 rounds for sure, which would be 30 million. Well, a little bit more than 30. 31 million. Okay. So I mean, if you push it, you could do 6. You could get it 6. Which would give you 37 million. You think you're gonna get, okay, so 37 million then. Alright. You're gonna have to be pretty tight though to get the 6 in. Yeah. But hey, yeah, I mean, if you want that last piece, right? I'm just trying to figure it, because I think, yeah, it's going to come down to people having to choose between the 5,000 5-star shards, which, when you think about it, for the most part, you can get that all the time now. So, yeah, no, I don't think you're going to get the 7th round. Unless you do refreshing. More if I can, maybe push close to 40 million by the end. Yeah, so with the 6 rounds, you should be getting 37. If you get the 7th in, you should be getting 43-ish. If you get the full run of the 7th round. Let me know how it goes though. So Sunday. I'll be doing a crystal opening, but yeah, when the arena rewards pop, just come in and let me know what you scored and what you ended up receiving for it. I'd be quite interested actually. Did you wouldn't be able to get full run in Sunday morning? Yeah, just not enough time. Yeah. So you're looking like 30. Yeah, so 40 million. Yeah, that might be possible. Do you figure you'll do your max rank 4 stars? I don't think it's not going to add many more points. It would just be like time while you're waiting for the others to come off a cooldown. But maybe it would be worth it. Like every little bit counts, right? Although it would be a little bit risky, because that arena you do have the opportunity to run into the high-end 6 stars. So I don't know if it would be worth it to take the 4 stars in at all. You should be able to get away with it though with your max rank 4 stars. Your R5 4 stars. Yeah, actually I think right when I'm done this stream I'm going to update my my predictions. Not sure if I'm going to be back tonight, but I'll be here tomorrow as usual. But yeah, whatever stream I'm back in, I'll have new numbers up for the predictions. Because yeah, I wasn't, and I actually think that 20 million for the 5k 5-star shards, I think that's going to be less too. I think I'd go 18 and a half. No, I'll say 19. I think 19 should be safe. But yeah. Alright, well, let's end her off there. 2 more to do for this streak and we'll be good. Let's see who we've got going here. Alright, well, that is it for this round of nonsense. As per the pinned comment, I'm going to be doing crystal opening on Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I've got in the description the time zones in comparison to mine, so if you fall in one of those, you could figure out when I'll be doing that. There's going to be the Monster and Hunter crystals, 3 5-star featured, and 2 6 stars. But yeah, other than that, thanks for coming and hanging out and keeping me company, and I will catch you guys later.